Hi everyone, welcome to Park Bench. We're here in Yorktown, New York today with Darren Brody. He's the owner of Fit Body Boot Camp here, and we'd like to welcome him today.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about your business?
Well, we are a boot camp facility. Fit Body Boot Camp is a franchise. It's an international franchise, and I'm one of over 700 locations. And we specialize in helping people get healthy. That is our vision of reaching out to our community and getting them healthy. If they have some unwanted pounds, helping them take them off, but more importantly, overall health.
Now I see and hear a lot of great things about your boot camp here locally and in town. Is it for young kids? Is it for old kids? I mean, what if I've not worked out in years?
Yeah, well, that's the great thing about it, is that we have an amazing range of attendees. So we have youth classes in the evening, a couple nights a week. We have in our regular classes, we have young ladies and men from the ages of 18 all the way up to 70 years old. And there's the good thing about it, the great thing about it is that we modify based on the person's health and exercise experience. So if they have an injury that they're nursing, we'll make sure that we give them a exercise to do that is not going to make that worse. And if they have just certain limitations, same thing. We'll make sure that we are there working at the level that is appropriate for them.
So if someone came to you that hadn't worked out in 20 years but wanted to start off and kind of get back into the routine of things and just get a little bit more healthy, is that the type of thing that you could help them with?
Without a doubt. In fact, we have a number of people that have come to us in that exact situation. And in some cases, they haven't worked out in a very long time, but they're not in terrible shape. They just need to get back into a system, back into a regimen. And they can typically jump right into classes. When we give them a trial, we see how it works. If they can keep up, even with the modifications, if they can keep up, then they'll do the classes. And in some cases, they're in a little bit worse situation where they not only haven't worked out, but they haven't done any type of exercise or maybe neglected their body in some ways. And in that case, sometimes we'll do a one-on-one training during off hours, so that we can slowly and gradually get them back up to speed so that they can keep up with the classes. And we have a number of people who have done that.
Can you tell me a little bit about the class? You talk about is it all class type environment? How long do they last? What can I expect if I come to a class?
Sure. So it is a class environment. It's led by either one or two instructors who have been through the Fit Body Boot Camp training. And the class is typically around 30 to 35 minutes long, and that includes a warm-up and a cool-down. Most classes will never last more than 40 minutes, and that's what a lot of people really like about it, is that you're getting a complete workout in less than an hour. You can get on with your life, and everybody, in today's day and age, everybody's busy running from one place to the next, and we realize that, so we want to get them in, out, and feel good about themselves in a short period of time.
Mm-hmm. You had said that it's about trying to get someone healthy. Now, does it include anything in regards to, healthy habits, food, meals, or any of that kind of information? How's that all work?
Absolutely, absolutely. So it goes way beyond the gym floor. We are really careful to make sure that everyone that comes through the store, we do an evaluation with. And we want to find out what their health history is, what their situation is. Now, obviously, we're not doctors, and we can't prescribe anything like that. But we will give each and every person the opportunity to use a meal plan that we have, one of many, and that's on a regular basis. And if we're doing a specific challenge, we've got other more in-depth meal plans that will really take that person's body type into consideration and give them specific foods that they should eat at specific times of the day. So it's way beyond beyond the gym floor. We do an initial evaluation with each client where we weigh them, measure them, and go in depth with regards to their current and health history.
Right now, with everybody's schedule being different these days, you know, the typical person, especially in this marketplace, working, you know, 8 to 5 or whatever, when are your classes available? If someone wanted to come early morning, evenings, weekends, how's that all work? Can you explain that?
Yeah, that's a very important aspect of the business, and we have to make sure that we're available for the community when they need us to be available. So we start off with our first class at 5:30 a.m. and our last class is usually around 6:30 or 7. And if the market called for it, we would have an earlier or a later class. But we've been open about a year now, and it seems to be that the 5:30 a.m. is a good time, and the 6:30 or 7 p.m. is also a pretty good time for our community.
Now, how about weekends? Is there anything available on a weekend?
Sure, we do weekend mornings right now, where we do 2 or 3 classes on a Saturday as well as Sunday. Early, we do Saturday morning, our first class is at 7:30, and then we have another one at 8:30, and then on Sundays we do 8:30 and 9:15.
That sounds good. So right now, what else can you tell me that somebody might want to know about Fit Body Boot Camp here in Yorktown?
Yeah, I think what people should know is that it's not a gym. That's really important to understand. It's a fitness environment. It's a fitness studio where we care about what happens when you enter this door. You're not a number. You don't have a key tag. You have a name. And when you walk through the door, you should expect to be greeted by your name, and know that we care about you and your health and your well-being, and we're going to give you special attention. So, you know, everybody's plan is a little bit different, and everybody's workout becomes a little bit different because people have modifications. And like I said, we're not just a gym. You know, we're not a gym at all. And in fact, we are taking care of our community, in my opinion.
Sounds great.